On today's episode of MotoCheez.
Well, that's how the box arrives. I don't know what's going to look like inside, boys. A Nakto folding bike. Pretty inexpensive this one is. So let's see how good it is. So this bike, when tested, is $1,199. There are some specials that are running. I can't remember exactly what they're going to do for us, but they are going to give us some kind of a deal, I believe. This has a 500 watt brushless geared hub motor with maximum torque, 52 nanometers. A fully charged battery can last up to 22 miles, and it takes 4 hours to fully charge. The battery's a 48 volt 12 amp lithium ion battery, and there's 1 to 5 pedal assistance. The overall size is 68 by 24 by 43. The seat tube length is 18 inches, and that's a 1-inch diameter seat post. The seat saddle height is 33 to 38 inches. Handlebar height is 39.4 inches. Handlebar width is 22.8. Crank length is 6.7 inches, and the wheelbase is 45.6 inches. Has a B61 LCD display. It does have a high carbon steel frame. It claims 66 pounds. I don't know if that's with or without the battery. It comes with a rack and a front headlight. Fingers crossed. Huh. Seems alright from what I could see. Huh. Well, that definitely looks like it got a little torqued. We'll see what we can do about that. Definitely this got jammed up and bent that a little bit, but we'll see if we can fix that. It doesn't look like it's too much. That's different. You can see this is torqued. I heard it was here, but no one said that the box is damaged, so it's probably been so long that there's probably nothing you can do about it anyway. Can't be everywhere at once. The rotor might be good. 20 inch by 4 inch. 54.6 2 amp charger. Nakto. Pedals. Right hand thread on the right. Righty tighty, lefty left hand side. Let's see what this comes with for tools. That's mine. Oh, got a little 30 amp fuse. I notice this bearing is, wow, really tight. Wow, yeah, that's super tight. God, I can't even hardly turn it by hand. I don't have anything thin like that to get in there to hold that. Need like thin wrenches. Probably needle nose vice grip, I guess.
Helping everybody out, and there was one I forgot about. Yeah. And he was laughing. He's like, "You got beat by a Civic with 4 people in it."
Much better. That thing did take a good whack there. Like 1/8 of an inch or more. Right, Meow Meow?
Yeah. You know?
Oh wow.
That looks
a little bit more. Just a hair. And a little more. It is working now.
Yeah.
Still not all the way. I could hit down on that.
Folks, I went first.
That thing really got torqued. Definitely doesn't look like it bent the forks at all. That's like perfect now. Yeah, see?
Yeah.
You got that.
That looks pretty dead on.
That's definitely good. Might need some adjustment there. Quite a bit. Might have to do it from here. pull that little thing off the bottom. It'll get you. Usually if you squeeze it, it'll align it. Squeeze a brake to align it anyway.
Took a few days.
Lefty left pedal. Here's your manual. Manuel. Yeah, the Spanish novel. Wow, this is pretty thick. The folding ox. Very good instructions of how to assemble it. Of course, I didn't follow it because I have done them so many times. Front fender and headlight. So there's on, off, and unlock for that battery. And this is the twist throttle. Oh. It has a lever throttle. Gotta push in a little bit to unlock. Fuse. There's a charger. Charge port. This has to be, yeah, see, steel. Probably high carbon steel. It's a nice big seat.
Branded newish 99 Honda.
Well, for that box taking such a hit like that, you could see it actually withstood a lot. Perfect. Oh, that neck is really loose. So this is the preload for the neck bearings. That's pretty good. Check that before you put the handlebars on. There, it's all together. Of course, you tighten this up, and it's got a cam lock here. Tighten that up, and then that little lever so you can put the battery in and out. Got little shocks on this thing, like tiny little rubber dampening, a little bit. Shimano gear set and derailleur assembly. Nice rack.
That's what she said.
Does not have rear suspension, but it has front oil dampened forks, non-adjustable front forks, folding bike. So you gotta lift up on this a little bit. So that folds up enough so you can fit it in a trunk if you're tight on space. Looks like your controller is in the box underneath the battery. There's your mechanism for locking. That gives a little positive latch there, and then there. Pretty simple. It has cable brakes, gear select, it's not regenerative. Not a bad looking bike. It's fully charged. So this is 500 watts. Let's see how she does. The key has to stay in when it's on. Not sure if you could see it. So you hold the power button to power it on. Then there's your power assist levels. 5. It is on miles per hour. Current, maximum speed, average speed. Oh, let's push assist. That's the horn. That's the light. So we'll see if we can get in and mess with some other settings later. We got a couple hills back here we could try. The throttle is variable, of course. Picked up a stick. I think we get some speed for this hill because need a little pedal assist. Just a little. You can see the power bar up there, how much power you're using. Not a bad display. We got her scuffed up already from that branch. Alright, so let's see. It's an 861-A motor controller. It says it'll go up to 19 miles per hour. Level 5 will go to 19. Huh. Speed limit 50 means no limit. Let's see, how do we get in that though? Up and down at the same time? There we go. PO1. So PO1 is background brightness. PO2 is distance in units, which is miles, which is what we want. PO3 is battery voltage, 24, 36, or 48. This is a 48 volt. PO4 is sleep time. 0 is unlimited. PO5 is passenger level modes. There's 5 of them on here. PO6 is wheel diameter. So it's a 19.4 inch wheel. PO7 is number of magnets. Geez, 50. PO8 is speed range limit. That says 100. So 50 means no limit. Huh. So it's up to 100, so it must be no limit. Settings for 0, start. 0 is passenger and throttle disabled. What's that? 2 is both, which is good. 11, or 1 again. PAS setting. P1-2. Starting intensity. P1-3. Magnet steel model. PAS. Current controller. And 15 is P1-5. There is none. There's no P1-6, 7, 8, 9, P2, and then back to the beginning. £8. I knew they were pretty low. Yeah, that's better. Now the higher the pressure, the more you'll get out of your battery, because of course it'll have less resistance on the road, but on the bumps and stuff it'll definitely be harder on your behind. Look at this front tire. What would you say was in there? Probably the same, 8 pounds. Which for off-road you might prefer that. Oh, that doesn't even have, not even reading. Starts at 5 pounds. Let's see how we do up this hill. 19. We'll see how accurate the speedometer is too. Not bad for 500 watt so far. Let's see how we do down this hill. Looks like it cuts off about 24. Oh, come on. Actually doing really good. See how accurate the speedometer is. Huh, it's actually off the other way. It says we're doing 15.7. I want to start this hill like I do every one of them to see how, if it'll pull us up that hill. It's doing really good for a 500 watt hub, I'll tell you that. Surprisingly. We'll see. This is the test. Still pulling it, 4 miles an hour. Actually, it's more than that because the speedometer's off. I gotta see if I can find a diameter of the wheel and try that. And that's about it. Now it's gonna take a little bit of pedal assist. Oh, it says E09. I don't know what that is. Maybe the ECU heated up. The hub is barely warm to the touch. Ooh, that controller's hot though. Yeah, that controller was pretty hot. Yeah, I won't even do walk mode. Wonder if I gotta shut this off and on. Still pretty warm. We'll pedal again. Pedal power. That's the culprit right there. I'm gonna give them a call and have them send me a new controller.
A few moments later.
Alright, let's get this folding aux controller installed. Hopefully it was just a defect. And we'll finish our tests. Let's remove our battery first, huh? At least this is in a real easy location to replace it. Looks like everything is just plug and play. Well, that's unfortunate. Why are things on there? Was it the heat? Is this where the high amperage was created? I think this may have heated up, and that's what caused this insulation to heat shrink itself. But it doesn't show any signs of poor connection. But that is a sign of a poor crimp right there. We'll solder those connections. The best way to handle that. Maybe we'll even open this up. That's a much better crimp right there. Looks like there's a few extra connectors that don't get used. I wonder what they're for. The only other issue I see with this, no room for this to breathe really when it starts heating up. Put these on my heat shrink tube before I forget, because I will forget. I know, but don't try this at home. I am a professional wire stripper. I'm hoping both these wires will fit in there, because then you just snap this off. Give it a good crimp. Good mechanical bond there. Solder these. Tin that a little bit. Hopefully this gets hot enough. Can't get it hot enough. There's an arrow there. And an arrow there. They have to line up. Put it back in our bracket here. Harness bracket. That'll work. Best I can do with what I have. Shrink that, and I'm going to still put a little extra, probably wire loom tape. I want these shorting out. That should do it. Almost would like to drill some holes in here for air to circulate. I wonder if that's a good idea or not. Both sides, at least up high, because it has a hole in the bottom where the wires come out. Yeah, I think I will. So then any kind of heat will convection itself out of these holes.
That's the computer?
Yeah, it's the control unit.
Something loose in it.
Is there? I didn't notice. Huh. Now it should have a little better airflow to cool off that heat sink. Let's see if it smokes. That'll work. Special bit on there. 3-sided.
Oh, yeah. I've never seen that used before.
Me either. These are Phillips. These are where the transistors that take all the current reside. Or they could be some kind of a switching, like an SCR or something too, since it is digital. Ooh. I think
Could be your issue.
that's a big chunk of lead, huh? I don't know. I wonder where that came from. I wonder if it shorted something out. The power comes in here and gets divided up between this one and that one. Definitely an extra piece of lead. Maybe it came off one of these where they cut it and it ended up in there. See it? That's nothing I cut off. That's definitely a piece of solder that was rattling around inside. I bet you that shorted out something. Also looks like this.
I saw a smaller thing fall, but that could be it.
That almost looks like a connector pin of some sort. Not sure where that would have came from either. Like I thought maybe if they cut these off. Well, check this out. That is a problem. That has to be right against that heat sink. I bet you that's the one that smoked. That's my guess. Yeah, you like the ride better than the other couple bikes?
Handlebars are in a more comfortable position. At least that's what I like about it. But it's definitely taller.
You can put that seat down
Yeah.
2 more inches.
It doesn't feel like it has as much like oomph when you start going.
This is a 500 watt hub on this one. That's why. Yeah. Feels pretty good. Well, we'll have to try Anderson Hill Road again. We'll see if it'll make it this time. Starting a small hill, all throttle, no pedal assist, unless I say so. Made that first hill really good. Cutoff is about the same, 23. It claims 29 miles an hour. So I sent them an email to ask him how to get it to there. Second hill is fairly steep, but not the steepest. Went down about 6 miles per hour. Here we are, Anderson Hill. This is the test. Still doing it, no pedal assist. Alright. You gotta help it. Made it further than last time. That's top speed, 22. Downhill. Pedal assist works good. Let's see how warm that is before we do our time speed test. It's pretty warm, but oh yeah, I can feel the heat coming out of that hole. That's definitely working. Probably should have a few holes across here. Hub isn't even not warm at all, but I can actually smell the heat coming off of that control unit. This is a slight downhill, but it's where I do all my tests, so. And go. $20, $22. Well, it doesn't do too bad for a 500 water. I think I will drill a few more holes, let the heat out off that controller. Heat is a killer of electronics. So my piece of junk GoPro microphone block failed again, so I'm gonna have to narrate the highlights for you guys. Going by Witch's Circle. Oh, there's a little box there. Let's see what that is. Must have been in that tree, huh? So I went 13 miles. $12.4 trip. That's the voltage, 45.6 or 7. That's your current draw, but we're not drawing current right now. Max was 34.4 miles per hour. My average was 12. Oh yeah, you can actually see the controller through the plastic, the heat. 182. And that's the heat coming out of it. And it looks like the hub is 116 degrees. Saying max 118. Battery warmed up to about 88.6. Right there's the hottest point of it. And that's about it. So now it's time for my impressions on this bike. Of all the bikes I put together, this definitely had more issues that I had to correct. with the shipping damage on the front fork stabilizer on the top I had to straighten out. I also had to adjust the wheel bearings. They were tight. The neck bearings were loose. The brake calipers were loose. Had to tighten those up. I also had to take up a lot of adjustment on that cable for the brake. The controller, obviously. The alignment of the handlebars to the wheel was off. Had to straighten that out. I think if you get one, it's a good idea to open this up and drill some holes so the heat will come out. All in all, it's really a decent bike for entry level, and it's priced average for an entry level e-bike. I see a lot of these that are rebranded with different names. I think the factory takes these and puts them together and puts their name on it, whoever assembles them. So I spent a lot of extra time on this video, and as you guys know, I hope you can appreciate that I'm 100% honest with whatever I find. So sometimes the video may run pretty long, and you know, of course, my silent film section, that's happened to me several times with that GoPro. But I didn't want to have to go out and redo the whole video again because I have like several days worth of time put into this already. So if you're interested in one, I'll have the links down below. Hopefully they'll give me a discount code that'll be added to that too. It'll be in the description. So I hope you enjoyed the ride along as much as I did doing it, and hope to see you again on another review or another motorcycle ride or a mini truck ride. Thanks for watching, guys. That's right.
Hey, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We'd love to hear what you have to say. Hit that bell if you want new notifications on new videos. Links for products used are in the description and on MotoCheez.com. Thanks for watching.